Alex Jones, the Infowars conspiracy theorist, you know that he's going to weigh in on the allegedly looming arrest of the failed former president Donald Trump. Here is Alex Jones with some kind of emergency alert of some kind. Here's his. I challenge you to understand his explanation of what's going on.
This indictment of Trump will make him the number one candidate. He's already the number one candidate. This will add 10, 15 points to him in the Republican primary polls.
Okay. So first of all, I actually don't think Jones is wrong with that. I do think initially if Trump is arrested and it doesn't directly interfere with his campaign, it will help him. I don't know about 10 to 15 points. I was thinking more like 6 to 8, but I agree with this part, at least in principle.
This will absolutely shut out DeSantis. So you have to ask yourself, if this is assured, like Elon Musk said, to win Trump the presidency in 2024 in a landslide, why on earth will the system be doing it? Because they're scared. It's the same reason the UN just indicted Vladimir Putin for evacuating children from a war zone, something that happens in every major war, including in England during World War II, including in Russia during World War II as well. So within a matter of days, in fact, it was Friday that both Trump...
Are you following this? God, I hope someone is following this and can explain it.
Got the news he'd be indicted and that Vladimir Putin was indicted. So whether you love Trump or hate Trump, whether you like Putin or hate Putin, you have to understand this is part of the same globalist system that is moving against leaders they believe are not in line with their operations.
Right. Globalist. Exactly. Why do these sort of unique events? I mean, listen, the arrest of a former president, if it happens, it's never happened before. It's literally an unprecedented event in the United States. Why do these events trigger these wild conspiracy theories, which, by the way, they always seem to somehow be very Putin friendly, but that's another part of it. When you have something happen that is unprecedented or rare or difficult to comprehend in some sense, it triggers people's assumptions about the world, and it makes them sometimes question them. And when you have something, the indictment of a president counts, but something like a horrible school shooting, which also triggered horrible conspiracy theories from Alex Jones. When the events are complicated or difficult to understand or horrible or whatever, people end up uncertain and they end up confused. And in such situations, people might look for comfort in an alternative explanation or narrative that is coherent and makes them feel like things are less uncertain around them. And so one of the things that conspiracy theories often do is they simplify complex events. Oh, Sandy Hook, right? We've got the interplay between the gun culture and ready access to guns. And then some people say mental health. And then someone goes, what about video games? And then someone says, what about woke? And right, although woke was not a subject then, all this stuff. People don't want to believe, wow, a random horrible event caused by all of these different factors. It's easier for some people to say it was a planned and staged event. That's what this was. And that's where you get to that. Now, here, it's kind of the opposite. Sometimes conspiracy theories take something simple that people just don't want to believe, and they dress it up to make it more complicated. Well, there might just be evidence Trump committed a crime and so he would be arrested. Nope, don't like that conclusion. So instead, it's the International Criminal Court is coordinating the Trump arrest with charging Putin because of some evacuations and globalists, and then also DeSantis and the polling and all this different stuff. So sometimes a conspiracy theorist's motive is to simplify a truly complex event. Sometimes a conspiracy theorist's motive is to make a simple event whose explanation you don't like much more complicated. So people go, wow, I don't know what the hell is it behind this. Well, maybe what's behind it is there's evidence Trump committed a crime. And what would be appropriate in a country with accountability would be an arrest. Am I convinced the arrest is coming tomorrow? I'm not. But in the context where we believe it is, that would be the explanation behind what Alex Jones is doing here.